What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are here for race number 2. Getting feedback. Did this to me yesterday. Hold on, I gotta figure out where I'm getting that feedback from. All right, let's see if that's any better for me. All right, whatever it was seemed to fix itself as we are getting ready for tonight's race number 2. Right now it is Zach Lovelace at the top of the charts with the quick time. Got Asher Hansen out there putting down a lap time. Matt Best currently second. Daniel McConnell in that number 3 spot. Jonathan Burt fourth. And Noah Carter in that number 5 position. Looks like all Texas Speed right now up there in the top 5. Can Asher break up that party up at the front of the pack right now in qualifying? Looks like Matt Selby coming out there. Shame Thrash, Mark Thrash out on the track. Let's see what Asher Hansen is able to do. Matt Selby about the same point on the track, doing his lap here tonight. As he comes out of turn number 4, he's going to complete lap number 1. Sometimes it's lap number 2 that is quicker here, but let's see where Asher's going to put it. He's going to put it third quick with a 40.171. So Asher Hansen currently in that number 3 spot. Let's see if he's able to pick up the pace any here on lap number 2. Mark Thrash coming through pretty close to finishing his first lap in that number 38. Little loose in turn number 3 and 4. They're able to keep it going straight. Mark Thrash going to come across the line. He's going to take a different approach. He's going to be 8th quick. Let's see if he picks up the pace on lap number 2. And there is the quick time out of Asher Hansen with a 40.081. Asher going to the top of the charts. All right, Mark Thrash working on his quick time in that number 38 machine. Let's see. Ooh, let's see where he's able to put that thing tonight as he gets a little loose in turn number 3 and 4. Let's see if it killed his time as he comes down the front straightaway. Not sure why he didn't go all the way to the bottom, as Thrash is going to go 5th quick on the board. Micah Hutton had a phenomenal race last week, currently in that number 5 spot, looking to pick up the pace a little bit more here tonight in that Diet Coke number 20 machine. Thomas Wyatt going to jump up to the number 4 spot. So we are breaking up that Texas Speed party up at the top of the charts right now. Noah Carter surprisingly falling back to the number 10 spot. Got Jared Jones out there putting down his lap time. He's starting lap number 1. We're going to stay on here with Micah as he is looking to complete his second lap here in qualifying. Let's see if he's able to pick up the pace any here on lap number 2. He does not. He actually loses just a tick. And he's going to stay in that number 6 spot as it stands right now. Jared Jones out there in that number 99 machine. He had a fast car last week. Let's see how he is able to do here tonight in qualifying. Riley Green has not put down a lap time. Looks like Scott Fritz threw away both of his laps. in qualifying. New entry in the number 48 machine here tonight. Jared Jones down the back straightaway. You know, there's got to be a way for me to do sectors and qualifying or something. I'm gonna have to. Oh, is that showing? Sector 1 was a 20.06. Oh, he's loose. Save it. Oh, no, he goes around. That is going to be the end of his qualifying attempt, as he is going to be starting towards the back of the pack in that number 99. All right, so Jared Jones not able to put down a lap time here tonight. Oh, no, he might be able to. He might be able to. I don't know if he... Oh, Riley Green going to come out onto the track. Let's see what Riley Green is able to do in that 07 machine. Riley Green looking to start his first lap, waiting late in this qualifying run. Oh, he is loose. Oh, he's going to grab the wall out of turn number 4. Coming to his lap. That's a good place to wreck. He's still got 2 laps, but he doesn't have a lot of time to do it. Waiting so late in the session. We're going to see if he can jump back out there and put down a quick time. I'm watching you. Riley, are you watching the stream? Make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows out there here tonight. Let's get some people up in the stream watching. All right, let's see if Riley Green can have any better luck here coming to the green this time out of turn number 4. He's got he might not have enough time to get a lap in. I don't think he does. He's got about 20 seconds left. It takes about 40 seconds to do a lap around this track. And yeah, he doesn't have enough time. He's going to be starting towards the back of the pack. So Jared Jones, Riley Green, and Scott Fritz not getting laps in here tonight. As that is going to be, what's up, buddy? What's up? That is going to be the end of qualifying. We're going to get ready for tonight's main event. As they get gridded up down on pit road, we're going to go ahead and do tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the oh, that is not right. Let me fix it. Oh boy. How many?
It's unlimited, James.
Oof. All right. I think this is a good time for everybody to thank John's mom.
Thanks, Jonathan's mother.
John's mom.
John's.
Fast repairs. This race brought to you by John's mom. Thanks, John's mom.
Everyone accidentally turned those on, I guess. I'm sorry, I triple checked it. Everyone gets free fast repairs today. Have fun. Don't
right.
act stupid, please. We will be monitoring.
It is going to be Asher Hansen starting on the pole here tonight. You're here. What's up? What's up? You're over there. Over on Kick today. It is going to be Zach Lovelace in that number 2 spot. Matt Best in third. Going to be Thomas Wyatt starting in the number 4 position. Daniel McConnell in 5th. Going to be Micah starting in the number 6 spot. Mark Thrash in 7th. Jonathan Burt in 8th. Going to be Derek Vance in that number 9 spot. Noah Carter in 10th. Going to be Connor McGowan in that number 11 spot. Gavin Dammit. We're going to call him Dammit from now on. In the number 12 spot. I think that is an appropriate name for him. What do you guys think? Starting at 13th, it's going to be Shane Haas. Going to be Matt Selby in the number 14 spot. Jared Claude in 15th. Going to be Scott Fritz starting in 16th. Jared Jones in 17th. And Riley Green starting shotgun on the field in that number 18 spot. Going to be 100 laps here tonight as they come through turn number 3 and 4. We are looking for that green flag. Let's go ahead and switch it to gaps. As they are 2 by 2 out of turn number 4. All right, buddy. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up. As we look for that green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. We got a dead heat start. Oh, we got a wreck already in the back of the pack. Wreck at the back. Let's see what happened here. Oh, it looks like the 6th. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Big wreck. I guess Gavin Dammit was appropriate right there. You know, I called him Gavin Dammit in the stream. I think everybody else just said Gavin Dammit too. All right, so we get the first caution flag of the night as Asher leads the way. Zach Lovelace second. We're going to get a reset here. A couple guys going down for their fast repairs. Riley with some damage on the nose of that 07. He's going to have to come in and fix that. They're waiting to catch the pace car. This one, they got unlimited fast repairs here tonight. This could be a tough one. Honestly, I'm going to say I like that number 8. I'm assuming Lovelace did that paint. That is a sleek looking paint on that number 8 machine. So everybody's going to re-rack and restack them, right? That is kind of funny that I said that. And, yeah, that's what happened. I'm glad I give you something to laugh at, you know? It's always good to have something to laugh at. I'll tell you what, guys. Today, I realized I'm old. No. Today, I definitely feeling a little bit of painting today. I decided to take the day off. No kids till Friday, so I decided, hey, there's some painting I wanted to do, and it's a lot easier to do when the kids aren't here. And I'll tell you what, my arms are freaking dead today. Painting definitely works some muscles that you don't realize you have. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be some more. We'll see if these guys can tone it down a notch, get on the track, roll some laps. 100 laps could go pretty quickly here tonight if these guys can keep those things straight. We've seen some long green flag runs last week after a couple incidents. We're going to see if we can get some more of the same here tonight. They had to get it out of their system. Those new league hiccups, people trying to learn what they can and can't do. Good luck. Oh, it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one, Riley. Just don't take out second place or whatever place. Under caution. You know I'm going to give you shit about that for a while, Riley. Maybe Woot can be named after Riley this week. I'm just kidding. All right, so Scott going to jump down on pit road one more time in that number 24. I'll tell you what, that's a smart move. Coming down and topping up on fuel, extending those laps you can run. All right, it is a single file restart as they come down the back straightaway. It'll be so funny, right? As they come down the back straightaway, who is it going to be here tonight? Will they get a nice green flag run? We're going to jump here at the back of the pack, and Scott's going to catch the field as we watch the start here so we can get a better view of what everybody's doing here in the chopper cam. No, they won't. I don't know. It's a single file start. We'll see. As long as they don't get some bad checkups here, we might be all right. All right, Asher going to lead the field in that number 8 machine as they come out of turn number 4. Look at, are we going to finish? I think we are. I think we are. You are all over the place. Green flag is out as Asher's on the gas. We got issues already in the back as Connor goes around. Oh, boy. All right, let's go see what happened to Connor here. Oh, yeah, big stack up, big stack up, big stack up. Everybody doing a little bit of anticipation. Some people probably not going. What's up, Remington? John set you up. Oh. Remington, grab some popcorn for us. Well, it didn't look like you did not qualify. It looks like you spun out on qualifying, Riley. All right, so Connor is going to have to come down on pit road and get that damage repaired. Unlimited fast repairs. That bad, yeah. We haven't even had made it to turn 1 yet. I know you told me they won't. It is a league. It is a new league, and they made the mistake of having unlimited fast repairs, and we know how that goes. So everybody's a little edgy right now, trying to take advantage with no risk, and we'll see if they get themselves straightened up pretty quick here. How'd you do in your fishing tournament, Remington? Go green. Quit rooting for yourself, Riley. What race are we doing next? I gotta look. Hold on. Race schedule. There it is. All right. Next race is going to be Dover. 4th. That's pretty good. All right, so Shane Haas was packet dropping. Did he end up packet dropping? Yeah, Shane is going to packet drop. He is at 19 quality. That is going to be unfortunate for him. You know what sucks for Shane?
What?
They're cutting AOL next month.
McCutton, what?
AOL dial-up.
Oh. I didn't realize that. Ah, there you go.
Look, I'm looking for the CDs.
Nah, but I got a new Game Informer.
Look, I'll tell you what. Next Tuesday on the stream, we're going to play some Oregon Trail. I guarantee the chat would like somewhere in the world is Carmen Sandiego. Who do you support now? Shane will be back. Oh, you got storms.
You can hear me. Hopefully, we won't get another caution. You'll get your lap back here.
I'm sure we'll make it maybe 100 feet past start finish line now.
Yeah, Shane just said in the chat that he's got storms in the area. Yeah, oh yeah. We love the asphalt version of Oswego.
Guys, it's okay if you don't.
I think everybody's just enjoying the sunny California sunset.
Yeah, it doesn't start getting serious until it becomes fully nighttime.
All right, we're going to try this one again. It looks like Shane Haas has made it back in. Hopefully he can get back out on the track as they roll into turn number 3 and 4. So funny story, Benny. We used to play those games on floppy disk in school. All right, looking for the green flag. Green flag is out as Asher gets on the gas. Going to be Zach Lovelace in second, Thomas Wyatt in third, Matt Best in fourth. Are we going to make it across the line? We made it across the line. Yes, and Shane Haas back out on the track. Going to be Asher leading the way as these guys are nose to tail. Might get a little bit of single file racing right now. I'll tell you what, Mark Thrash is going to make me look like a liar as him and Jonathan Burt fight it out down the back straightaway. I am old. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Mark Thrash going to fall back a spot. Look for him to pace himself here tonight. As Asher is trying to run away from Lovelace. Lovelace not letting him go away. And there's one car up here in the top 4 that did not get a good qualifying lap last week. Was not happy with himself. Got caught up in that first big one and was not able to race the rest of the night. He is currently in that number 4 spot. That is Matt Best looking to capitalize. He is super excited about these Gen 4s. He loves this car, and he is looking to make a run for it as he dives up underneath Thomas Wyatt into turn number 3. So Matt Best going to take that number 3 spot, gets behind Zach Lovelace as they head through turn number 3 and 4. We're going to scroll through a little bit, as we got a little bit of battle back here between Jared Claude. I'll tell you what, Jared is up 7 spots to that number 8 position. He's got Noah Carter behind him. Riley Green is up 8 spots up into the number 10 position, having a good run right now in that 07. I shouldn't say that because he's going to step on his dick anytime now. They did it. Yes, they definitely did it. Got a big pack back here at the back of the pack as we got one without a nose. What happened to Derek Vance in that number 19? Knocked the nose off of it. He's going to have to get that fixed. That is going to hurt him a ton as we move back out to the front. Here comes Matt Best and Zach Lovelace side by side. Lovelace down on the bottom side. Is he looking for the lead, or did he leave the top side open for Matt Best? Matt Best cooking around that top side through turn number 1 and 2. You got to be careful now. Those tires will wear out higher up on the track. It is sometimes, a lot of times, the faster way around. Oh my God, Micah just got real sideways in front of Daniel back there coming out of turn number 2. Here comes the battle for the lead. Matt Best shipping it in down on the bottom side. Asher going to fight back as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. I think he's fighting back, but he's going to be pretty... I don't think he's going to push it too hard, but it looks like Lovelace going to jump up to the high side with him as they come across the line. Asher kept the lead that time by. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Asher going to take that lead back. Matt Best in second. Lovelace in third. These guys are actually starting to pull away from Thomas Wyatt down the back straightaway. Wyatt might just be keeping his pace, but look at the battle back here for the number 5 spot. Micah has it. Daniel wants it. He's going to jump down to the bottom side in turn number 3. Daniel going to ship it up underneath. Almost slides up into that number 20 machine. I don't know if you guys have realized, you know, the old DuPont paint scheme. If you look at this thing really close, let's go ahead and go off the rear chase of that number 73. He put Texas in there instead of DuPont. I thought that was a clever way to do that car. That car looking pretty good out there as he is going to lose a spot to Jonathan Burt. These guys battling side by side behind him, as the top 3 stay nose to tail into turn number 3 and 4. Matt Selby making up some ground in that number 2. Riley starting to fall back a little bit in that 07 as they come out of turn number 4. They're going to try to go 3 wide, maybe. No. Gavin going to think twice of it as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1. Yeah, he's falling back. Riley definitely starting to fall back a little bit as he's got Scott Fritz trying to find his way around. A couple dirt guys in this race. A couple of names you might remember, you guys might recognize from my dirt racing on Monday nights. Oh, we got a wreck. We got one spinning. He's able to save it. I think it's Jared Jones in that number 99, able to hold on to it, but had one hell of a ride. Let's see if we can back it up a little bit more. See what happened to Jarrett here as he got sideways. Was there no? He just I think he's just gonna get loose. Yeah, just gets. Wow, that could have been bad. Good save out of Jared Jones in that number 99. He was side by side with Noah Carter. Noah Carter, he's not a dirt guy, but he's a short track guy. Definitely some of that same mentality, similar mentality to the dirt guys, trying to squeeze a little bit, kill that momentum off of turn number 4. Definitely creating issues for Jared Jones. Oh my God. Oh, Riley's going to push up into Mark Thrash. Oh my God, that was sketchy as Selby making a move there. Mark Thrash and Riley Green able to hold on to it. All right, buddy. Later. I'll tell you what, Matt Selby making some moves, moving his way up through. He is now side by side with Jared Claude. Next in his sights is the 83 of Noah Carter. Moving back up to the front. I missed it, but Matt Best taking the lead away from Asher Hansen. Lovelace in third. Not a whole lot of change in there. We're going to go back to this. Battle as Noah Carter and Jared Claude going to duke it out here for that number 8 position. Here comes Selby. Selby going to roll up underneath Carter out of turn at number 2. Down the back straightaway, Mark Thrash closing in on this battle as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Later, bud. Later. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Selby making some moves down on the bottom side. Right now, no, Jared Claude is... Oh, Claude is sideways. Oh, he's up into Carter. Big wreck out of turn number 4. Big wreck out of turn number 4. Oh, Thrash taking a ride through the grass, but able to hold on to it as the caution flag comes out. Yeah, he gets a little loose right here, and I don't know if he knows that Noah Carter is above him, but man, oh man, Fritz right into him. Big wreck there as the caution flag comes out for the 3rd time here tonight. We are 18 laps into this one. Now, these guys will be limited on tires. Let's see if it tells me in here. We got 5 sets of tires. Oh, we're about at that 20 lap mark, though. They will probably be thinking about some tires here under this pit stop. How do you get faster? Don't burn up your tires. You moved up through the pack. You just got to, it's a lot of it's just feel, Riley. You just got to be patient. You got to let the car turn. Don't force it with the nose because you can burn up those right fronts so quick. Looks like Connor down on pit road. Oh, no, Connor might be done. Connor's going to be out of here in the number 64. Shane Haas is going to be able to get, I think he's only one lap down, maybe. No. Right now, he's only one lap down as the field is going to come down onto pit road. Straight line them, Riley. Yeah, if there's less cars, you'll look faster. All right, everybody down on pit road right now. As our leader, Matt Best, going to hit the pit road. Selby stays out in the number 2 machine. That has got to be a mistake. All right, guys, I got to grab a drink real quick. I forgot to grab one before the stream. Hold on. I'll be right back in like 2 seconds. Well, maybe 30. All right, I'm back. All right. All right, so Matt Selby staying out in that number 2 machine. That could be a massive mistake. Let's see if he turns down onto pit road this time. Gotcha, boss. I don't know if the Twitch chat goes over there to you, Remington, but Riley says he's got you. Riley says, hold my juice box. All right, so Matt Selby going to stay out in that number 2. Single file restarts. Everybody's going to line up on the top side as they head into turn to number 1 and 2. Single file restarts. Lap cars will be on the bottom. This is old school. Holding your baby formula. Oh, God. All right, so Riley, did you take 2 tires? Let's see if anybody took 2 tires. Oh, Riley just got a good pit stop. Riley getting a good pit stop there. As they come down the back straightaway. Yeah. Lucky Green. As they come down the back straightaway, Matt Selby going to lead the field. He's got some fast, hungry cars behind him. Where did Asher go? Asher fell way back to the number 6 spot. Oh, that is not where he wants to be. Shut up, John. All right, looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. It's going to be Matt Selby leading the way as they come out of turn number 4. I need somebody to name the next race after. Green flag is out as Selby's on the gas down the front straightaway. Going to be Matt Best in second, Lovelace in third. So good spread out by Selby there. Going to cause the field to spread out a little bit. We're going to see how those older tires hold up. I'm telling you, I think he's in trouble. I mean, he does only have 14 laps on those tires, but yeah, that's going to be, they're going to be so much faster behind him. Down into turn at number 3 and 4. Selby holding his own right now. Matt Best in second. Lovelace, Thomas Wyatt. We got cars starting to jockey for position. Asher trying to move forward as Riley Green is going to get stuck in the sucker hole Oh, he's going to move up in front of Thrash as they come down the front straightaway. Thrash is like, nobody's supposed to block me like that. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be side by. Oh, Riley is pushing hard. He is loose out of turn number 2. It is getting sketchy here. Shame Thrash is going to make a big move down below. That's going to cost him as Jared Jones going to jump up to the outside. But here comes Thrash down to the bottom side into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to gun it hard. Clears the 07 out of turn number 4. Slides up the track. Riley going to try the cut down, but it's not there. Here comes Jared Jones. Jared going to jump down low on Riley. Riley trying to hold strong on the outside of Thrash as they come down the front straightaway. If I was Riley, I'd just kind of roll. And that bottom is going to save you so much tire. You got to just kind of let that car rotate. Don't force it. Save that tire, roll that car as we got 3 wide up towards the front. We got 3 wide up here. What's going on? Oh, they're going to get it back down to 2 by 2 as here comes Matt Best looking for the lead. He's going to bring Lovelace with him as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Out of 4. Oh, Selby making contact with Lovelace. I'm so used to using the other side of your car, Selby. All right, here comes Lovelace down low into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to clear the number 2 out of turn number 2. Slides up the track. Able to take that number 2 spot. That is a lot of number 2s right there. Asher is up to the number 5 spot. He's got a little bit of work to do. And I'll tell you what, Jared Jones on the move once again in that number 99. Oh, they're going to split Daniel. He makes contact. Daniel able to hold on to it. Scott Fritz on the move too. Fritz on the move in that number 24. Him and Jones going to go single file 4 now down the front straightaway. It is dicey through the pack. Daniel happy to pull out of that one. Let those guys go eat up those tires. Survive to race another lap as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes Jared Jones down low on Fritz down the back straightaway into turn at number 3. Should be able to clear him. Let's see if he slides up the track in 3 and 4. He is going to slide up. Let's see if Fritz comes back with a cut down out of 4. No, he's going to stay in line. A little bit of battling further up as it looks like Thomas Wyatt is getting passed by Asher. Asher on the move. He has caught the top 3 as now he's on the back bumper of Selby. I'm really impressed with how well Selby's held up with those older tires in that number 2 machine. If we don't get a long green flag run, track position wise, he might have, that might have been a pretty smart move there. He's a dirt guy. Tried to run a different strategy and gain a little bit of advantage somewhere, doing something a little different. We'll see if that pays off for Selby. At the end of this one, he's going to have an extra set of tires unless he accidentally used the set when he went on pit road on lap number 6. That could have been the reason why he stayed out. Micah back here in the number 13 spot. Don't count him out. He was quick last week. He moved up through the field methodically. Watch for Micah to potentially move up through the field later on here tonight. Shane Haas kind of just riding right now in that number 23 in a bad spot. I wonder if it made him take a set of tires after getting back out on the track after losing those packets. As Matt Best continues the lead, starting to make a little bit of space between him and Lovelace, 0.3 of a second. Asher has made his way around Selby. Selby back to the number 4 spot. Jonathan Burt up to 5th. Right now, Selby and Jared Jones are 2 biggest movers on the track as they come out of turn at number 2. But he's got Scott Fritz all over the back of him down the back straightaway. Daniel McConnell trying to pull up into this battle here as Fritz going to go to the high side of Jones in turn number 3. Oh, let's see if he can get the run out of turn number 3 down the front straightaway. I don't know if I like that high side as much in 3 and 4 as I do 1 and 2. 3 and 4, I kind of like the bottom of the middle personally, but I don't like this car, so don't I don't like how I can't feel this car with the wheel as much as I could the old one. I think is the biggest issue. Here comes Asher moving into the number 2 spot, stalking Matt Best now as they come through turn at number 3 and 4. Asher moving his way forward as they are 31 laps into this one, closing in on 1/3 of the way through. Lovelace going to put the pressure on Asher back, but they're going to keep it straight across the line, single file for the top 3. Jonathan Burt going to make the move on Selby. Arca's the best car. Oh my God. I actually like the 87s a lot, and I like the old Gen 4 a lot. That got a little sketchy right there as Jonathan Burt got a little loose in that number 16. Did the 84 get grounded? He decided he didn't want to run another league right now, so he is actually doing race control, Brett. Good race here between Selby and Burt. There's a lot of dirt guys in this, though. We got Selby, we got Jared Jones, Scott Fritz, Remington is usually running. We have Connor was in here earlier. He's left. Cody Nevins runs. There's a lot of dirt guys. Yeah, the 80. I like the 87s a lot. What's up? What's up, Klob? What's up, buddy? Matt Best leading the way. I'll tell you what, Asher might have used up his tires a little bit because here comes Lovelace back to his outside as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1. So Asher might have used a little bit of those tires up trying to catch those top 3 after having a very... That's a corporate way of saying resign. Hold on, we're going to talk to him. All right, Landon, I'm bored. Brett asked if you were grounded, and I told him that you decided to race control, and he says that's a corporate way of saying resigned.
Oh, well, yeah, I just seen it. He tagged me in the comments, I guess, if I shared the stream. I told him no.
What's up, Kenny? He said no. Oh, that's hilarious. What's up, Kenny? What's up, buddy?
Honestly, I don't mind race control. It's a lot more calm environment.
It is a lot more calm when you're in race control and not on the track.
Right?
I'm not the only one laughing. All right, battle for the lead is Lovelace looking up underneath Best into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to send it in down low.
On the positive, at least I don't have to yell at somebody.
As Lovelace comes up the track, Matt Best in second, Asher in third. Oh, booty's fun. All right, so here comes Matt Best back down low into turn number 3. They are jockeying for position. This is what Asher needs. Asher definitely used a little bit too much tire trying to catch these guys. Now trying to gain a little bit of an advantage back. If these guys get racing hard, that could come back to Asher in that number 8. Down into turn number 1. Matt Best going to roll the bottom. I feel like Matt Best is in the best position right now. Man, that just fucks with me when I say shit like that. Because of his last name. Down on the bottom side, you can roll that bottom and not use as much tire. Lovelace has to sit on that right front a little bit more to keep that momentum up on the top side. This is advantage to Matt Best right now as these two ride side by side. This does drag in Asher. Let's go, Lovelace, says Kenny. Moody never gave his autograph. We're gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to arrange that just because I think it would be freaking hilarious. As Lovelace moves back to the bottom side of Matt Best. Yeah, Asher's got to be loving this as they head through turn number 1 and 2. We got one in the grass. Micah down in the grass. No caution flag as we move back up to the front. 3-car battle up at the front. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Micah coming up. I think Micah just got loose. Yeah, he got loose. Oh, big save, big moment for the 20 car. Hope he didn't spill his Diet Coke as he slides through the infield, able to keep it out of the wall. That's a W for him as we move back up to the battle for the front as Matt Best leads the way. Asher second once again. Lovelace in third. Down the back straightaway, single file for the top three. They are putting on quite the show up here as we close in on 40 laps complete. It is going to be 39 complete when they cross the line. Here comes Lovelace looking back low on Asher. Yeah, they definitely put Asher back up in the mix. That could be a big mistake out of those guys. As Asher now in the middle of them as they come down the front straightaway. Man, they are racing hard. And Selby is still holding strong. He's got a lot of time on those tires, a lot more time than the rest of these guys. He's still holding strong in the top five here. Oh, they're 3 wide. Oh my God, big move by Thomas Wyatt. Jonathan Burke going to think best of it. He backs out a little bit. Selby, no lift there as they come into turn number 3. Yeah, you're tired back there. You're bored back there. Come watch this stuff up front. You're all by yourself. And that doesn't mean drop to the front. Get lapped. All right, so great racing up here as we move back a little bit. Here comes Scott Fritz looking for Thrash down on the bottom. So Thrash had made some ground forward, but now Fritz getting ahead of him. You can see these tires cycling based on how hard these guys run them. You'll see they'll use up a little bit too much tire, lay off, let them things cool down, get the tires back right again to catch up with everybody else, and move their way back forward as Thrash tries to hold on to that position as him and Fritz send it into turn number 3. Definitely some good battling through the field as Selby holds on to the number 4 spot. Jonathan Burt in 4th or 5th, and Thomas Wyatt in 6th. Great battles here. Lots of little battles. This is the big one, though. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll call it 6 cars as Derek isn't too far out of this battle. But definitely 5 strong cars right here as here comes Noah Carter in the 83. Selby having to hold on again. He's going to be able to hold on to that spot. Here comes Thomas up underneath Jonathan Burt. This has been some great racing here tonight. I'm sure these guys having a blast up at the front as they come out of turn number 4. Matt Best leading the way, but he's got big pressure from Lovelace. Lovelace getting loose in the middle of turn 2 there. He's got to fall back in line. Here comes Asher trying to take advantage. So a lot of momentum with that little slide from Lovelace there in turn number 2. Going to open the door for Asher. Asher going to go into turn number 3, grab that spot into turn number 3. Lovelace back to 3rd. Oh, Asher just got loose. Asher got loose. We're going to see if that happens again. Matt Best has to be loving this because as they slide around, trying not to spin out, he is slowly starting to creep away from them. Couple different styles going on right now, and this battle right here has been absolutely insane. I'm honestly very impressed with Selby. I mean, he if he got tires on lap 6 by mistake, he's got 14 lap older tires than everybody else. That's a big difference in this car. It's a massive difference. It does look like this group might be closing in on that second group there. We could have a big battle for 4th on back here pretty soon if these guys continue to close that gap. Selby's on pit road. Selby on pit road right now in the number 2 machine. He is coming down onto pit road. Micah coming down onto pit road, or is already on pit road, as Matt Best continues to lead the way. Oh, is Micah done? What's wrong with Micah? So Selby down on pit road, getting ready to pull off, hopefully here soon. Looks like he is on his way out. 16-second pit stop. Let's see. His total pit lane time will be 55.267 total time on pit road. So it does put him on a different strategy, but now he's coming out with those fresh tires. He's going to be quite a bit faster than the rest of these guys. Probably about a second and a half quicker than everybody else. We'll see what kind of time he makes up and how this cycles through when the rest of the field decides to pit. Coming across the line, Matt Best leads the way. Lovelace in second, Asher in third. Here comes Lovelace looking for the lead into turn at number 1 and 2. Asher looking to the outside. He's thinking about 3 wide. Nope, he's going to keep it in line behind Matt Best as they come out of turn 2. Makes his way around Lovelace on the outside. So these tires are so chewed up. It is so hard to keep the momentum down on the bottom side. You've seen that from Lovelace right there. He had the faster car, tried to take it to the bottom, just couldn't carry the speed out on the bottom side. As these tires are starting to wear out, as they have about 30 laps, almost 30 laps on them. Matt Best leading the way. Here comes Asher looking for the lead down the front straightaway, heading for turn number 1. Can Asher clear him into turn number 1? He does. That's going to be essential here as we got cars coming off of pit road. Micah back out on the track in that number 20. Lots of time on pit road and not sure what happened there as Matt Best is all over the back of Asher. He's going to look down to the bottom in turn number 3. Tries to grab the side draft. Almost gets into Asher as they head into turn number 3. So Matt Best going to ship it down on the bottom side. Will he be able to clear Asher out of turn number 4? No, Asher's going to fight back. Oh, he puts him up in the wall. I don't know if he technically put him up there, but he slammed that door. Asher grabs the wall, and Matt Best back to the lead as they head into turn number 1 and 2. All right, so Thomas Wyatt and Jonathan Burt continuing to duke it out. I'll tell you what, this group is definitely catching those guys. Oh my God. Daniel keeps getting stuck in that sucker hole out of turn number 2. He's going to pull out of that one. They're going to go back single file down the back straightaway. Watch Selby. Selby with the brand new tires. Definitely. He just ran his fastest lap last time by in that number 2 machine. He is running about a second a lap or more than most everybody on the field in the field right now. It looks like Noah Carter down on pit road as Matt Best going back to the bottom side, looking up underneath Asher down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3. Matt Best down on the bottom side. Asher up high. Matt's not going to clear him out of turn number 4. That's going to be advantage to Asher, I think, down that front straightaway. Looking for turn number 2. Matt's trying to get into that hole and not lose a spot to Lovelace as they head for turn number 1. Jonathan Burt and Thrash down onto pit road, so pit stops are starting to happen. Which one of these guys up at the front of the field will pit first? That's going to be the question here tonight. Oh, Thrash has a black flag. Oh, no. That's going to be massive for Mark Thrash. Here comes Micah down on the bottom side. Fresher tires than these leaders. He's going to make short work of them as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He's got to feel like Superman right now, drinking a Diet Coke down the front straightaway into turn number 1. This is where you're really going to see the difference down through the corners. He's going to have so much grip, be able to carry so much more speed as Asher continues to lead the way. Micah going to finally get around him down the back straightaway into turn number 3, more than likely, and put some separation between him and the leaders. Wow, he is struggling to find his way around Asher as they come out of turn number... Oh, Asher got a handful right there out of turn number 4, able to hold on to it. He's going to grab that draft from Micah. Going to try to use some of that advantage to keep that momentum moving forward into turn number 1. Oh, Matt almost got in the back of Asher there. Almost lost the back end trying to keep it out of him as I head through turn number 1 and 2. These guys on the absolute edges. We are past the halfway point. Here comes Lovelace down low. Lovelace got a massive run out of turn number 2. He's looking to take it past Matt Best into turn number 3 and 4. Will he be able to clear the 6 into turn number 3? No, Matt's going to hold strong on the outside. Lovelace is pushing up. Oh, that got a little sketchy there. I thought Lovelace was going to push up into him as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be 53 laps complete. Looks like we got McConnell on pit road right now. So Thrash losing a ton of time. It looks like he is going to be an extra lap behind everybody else. That is not what he wanted to happen. Right now, he needs this to cycle through and catch the caution flag and catch that lucky dog to get himself back around and on the lead lap. That is what he needs right now. He needs everybody to pit, no caution flag. It is so important for him right now, as he is 2 laps down in that number 38 machine. Lovelace up to the number 2 spot in that double. Oh my God. Wow. Matt Best having a handful through turn number 1 and 2, but here comes Lovelace to the high side. Oh my God. Wow. What a move by Asher to move it up and parallel park it into turn number 3 in front of Matt Best as they are side by side through 3 and 4. Big move out of Asher there, but Matt Best still down low. If they could keep it side by side into turn number 1, I think advantage Asher as they head into turn number 1 and 2. I am thinking these guys are probably going to have to pit soon. Jonathan Burt has already pitted, and he's going to be on a similar cycle to these guys. And we've seen, if he hadn't screwed up the math, that did give him an advantage when that cycle through by short pitting. And there are some drivers like Selby and a couple other ones gaining an advantage from pitting early. The amount of tires they have should not be an issue at this point in the races. We are 56 laps into this one. These guys in about 4 laps are going to have 40 laps on these tires here. So it'll be interesting to see when they are ready to pit. If they make it to lap 60, which may be their target number, it really depends on how much gas they have. That's where I'm curious. How many laps of gas they have. As Lovelace leads the way, Asher second. Here comes Matt Best. Thomas kind of by himself. We got a little bit of a battle here. Derek. No, I guess it's not. Derek's just getting passed by cars with new tires as the top 3 stay single file. So these guys 5 seconds ahead of the 4th place car. If I'm Thomas, I'm thinking about short pitting this one at this point. I am thinking about short pitting this one if I'm Thomas. Try to gain that advantage. I'm only 5 seconds back. If I pit now and they run about 5 laps, that is going to be the difference to put them right next to each other when the pit cycle through, because he's going to be about a second a lap faster than these guys once he gets those fresh tires on. Asher into the wall. Asher in the wall again down the front straightaway. Oh, Asher making a mistake out of turn number 4. He is begging for tires. I think his goal is to go 2 more laps. I think 60 laps. Lap 60 has got to be that threshold for these guys. Let's see if he's got any damage on that card. Looks pretty clean right now. Let's go to the rear chase. A little bit of damage on the right rear. Shouldn't hurt them. They do have unlimited fast repairs by mistake, so that should be fine. He's just got to hold on to it for a few laps as they come through turn number 3 and 4. If I don't know, but I have to imagine that Asher's going to be looking to hit pit road before these guys at this point. Now that he's lost a little bit of distance, gained a little bit of damage, he's going to be looking to short pit these guys just a little bit to get himself in position to be battling when they cycle through. As Lovelace and Matt Best are side by side out of turn at number 2. Great racing up at the front. You know, it's a little bit of a rough start, but been a great race since as these guys battle side by side into turn number 3. It is going to be 60 laps complete when they cross the line. We're going to have 40 laps to go. Matt Best dives down onto pit road. Yeah, that's what I was figuring. It was that 40 laps. 40 laps. Lovelace going to pit. Watch for Asher to pit. Looks like Selby trying to cycle through back onto the lead lap. This is exactly what what Thrash needed. Gavin is on the same lap as him too. He's got to find a way to get ahead of Gavin. That is going to be a key too. Asher definitely has a little bit of damage on that number 8. It's affected him. Look for him. Yeah, he is coming down onto pit road too. I'll tell you what, Matt Best nailed pit road. Best is still on pit road. Look like he nailed the entrance. These guys coming down onto pit road. Scott Fritz, he's going to come down on pit road. Will Jarrett Jones jump onto pit road this time by. He has not pitted yet. Selby will be the first car that has pitted. I have a feeling he will inherit the lead here, as Jared Jones jumps down onto pit road. So question is Selby going to cycle through this one? I think he is, because actually, look, Jonathan Burt is ahead of Matt Best. Noah Carter is ahead of Matt Best. Matt Selby is ahead of Matt Best. Asher going to come out, though, pretty quick. We'll see if Matt Best makes his way around Asher. That's going to be pretty close right there. Looks like, where is Lovelace? Oh, Lovelace is ahead of both of them. So that's going to put them all pretty much right back together. Matt Best a little bit further back. Asher just behind him. Daniel McConnell so cycled through. Matt Selby to the point. Looks like Thrash is the only one lap down. This is the point where Mark Thrash needs that caution flag. All right, so let's jump back to Jonathan Burt as Noah Carter just behind him. Lovelace in the number 4 spot. He is closing in on the second and third place cars with fresher tires. Where is Jarrett? Jared's there. Selby's there. All right, so it's going to be really important for Thrash, for Jarrett Jones not to go a lap down. Good news for Thrash, as he is pretty close to Lovelace there. If he can tag along with him, stay behind him, he could lap those cars as they get lapped. He could go around them for position if that does happen to happen. But Selby out front right now with a 3-second lead. And it doesn't look like anybody is really... I mean, Lovelace is gaining on him, but Jonathan Burt and Noah Carter are not, as Noah is going to fall back to the number 4 spot. Oh, my God, this is sketchy. Yeah, Mark Thrash decided to back out of that one, as that got a little sketchy, as Claude racing hard. He is 2 laps down. Mark knowing he didn't want an incident to happen and lose his lucky dog, as Jonathan Burt and Lovelace battle for that number 2 spot. Matt Best is up in this battle. Where is Asher? Asher's still a little ways back. He's got to catch up. These guys put a lot of work in through here, so that could be eating up their tires. If Asher can have an easier time through this group, that could be big for him on that tire wear. So Selby's lead is now starting to shrink quite a bit. Lovelace about a half a second faster. Here comes Matt Best. Matt Best about 3/4 of a second faster as he moves up underneath Lovelace. That's what Selby needs right now. He needs these guys to wear out their tires a little bit more, racing side by side. If they're racing side by side using those tires, that is going to bring the advantage back to him. I don't know if that anybody has to pit anymore. I'm pretty sure Selby does. I don't know if anybody else does. I'm not sure how much gas they got. So, oh, Mark's down on the apron there. He's going to go ahead and give a little bit of a trim down on the infield. He's just trying to stay out of trouble here. He knows he can't have contact with any of these cars if the caution does come out, because he will lose that lucky dog. When did Claude? So Claude fitted around the same time. So he's got pretty even tires with these three as they come out of turn number 4. They are eating up the lead of Matt Selby. They are down to 0.7 of a second as they come to the line. Matt Selby's lead is not much longer for this world as these guys start to close the gap into 1 and 2. I mean, that's not a huge surprise. I mean, he did pit on lap 44. 16 lap, older tires than the rest of these guys as they come out of turn number 2. But still, not a bad play for Selby, but I do think he's got to pit again. He's another one that's going to be needing a caution flag. Matt Best to the point as him and Lovelace make short. Whoa, Lovelace not making short work of Selby. Selby going to hold strong and grab that side draft, and that draft is definitely going to help that number 2 a little bit here. Here comes Jared Claude in that number 88, trying to get a lap back the hard way. He is 2 laps down. He is not the lucky dog. This is what he's got to do to try to get a lap back. He's trying to race those leaders, but he's going to fall back as Selby loses ground to the leaders. That's going to help. That's going to make Jared lose ground to the leaders too, as Matt Best and Lovelace pull into turn number 3 and 4. All right, so Matt Best leads, Lovelace second, Selby in third, Asher in fourth, Jonathan Burt in that number 5 spot, Noah Carter in 6th, McConnell in 7th, Wyatt in 8th, Derek in 9th, Scott Fritz in that number 10 spot, Gavin in 11th, Shane Haas in 12th, Jared Jones in 13th, Mark Thrash in 14th, Claude in 15th, Riley Green in 16th, and it looks like Micah Hutton is off the track again. I don't know if he's having computer issues or what, but right now, Matt Best continues to lead the way. All right, 30 laps to go. I need to caution him. I'm yawning. 30 laps to go as the top 2 pull away, Matt Best and Lovelace. Here comes Asher moving into the number 3 spot, making short work of Selby into turn at number 3 and 4. Riley Green, multiple laps down. I mean, if Riley's got to race 4 position up there, if he can catch Claude. Oh, Riley up underneath Matt Selby. He's got fresher tires than Selby. Trying to make his way around out of turn at number 2. Almost contact with those 2 out of turn 2. Riley's got to get back in line. As they head into turn at number 3. Definitely a much better drive from Riley here tonight in that 07. I say that, he got a little wobbly, but he's going to keep it out of Jarrett. Oh my God, he gets in line. That is scary. Scary, Riley. You're trying to give me something to watch, aren't you? Down into 1 and 2. Selby's going to give him the bottom side. Riley's going to ship it in hard. Tries to clear Selby out of turn number 2. He does. Parks it on his nose. Selby back with the crossover. I mean, nothing like lead lap car to lap car. Battling it out hard out of turn at number 2. Selby going to ship it in this time. Riley's there. Oh, my God. That was almost death to Selby into turn number 3. You know, I'm telling you right now, it might not hurt Selby to get a little caution. So even if he is the caution. All right, so we got a little bit of battling right here. Let's see. These guys, yeah, Carter, Thomas, yeah, these guys are all for position right here. Giving each other a little bit of room. Daniel's been very patient here tonight. We're going to see if that pays off. He has pulled off out of a lot of positions that other drivers have not. Trying to keep that car clean tonight as he heads through turn number 3. Noah Carter going to go roll up the track. Daniel just going to kind of roll to the bottom. I don't think he's racing it real hard down there. Just trying to keep it nice and smooth. Jonathan Burt and Thomas Wyatt duking it out for the number 5 spot. Thomas digging up underneath. Oh, man. I'll tell you what. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars here. I think each car took a different line through turn number 1 and 2. You know, if you're Matt Best, I think you're sweating it a little bit. Lovelace just patiently sitting behind you. You know Lovelace is a smart driver. He is definitely one of the ones you got to beat each and every week, and he's just sitting there riding. He's not really pushing it. And if you're the leader, you got to wonder: am I pushing it too hard? Am I pushing it harder than the guy behind me? I mean, he gets a little bit of pull from the draft, but he also gets a little push in the corners from the aero push. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the others. It looks like Selby, McConnell, and Burt all on pit road right now. Here on lap number 75. So cars going back down onto pit road. I think Thrash is going to have to run this one out a little bit farther than he wants to. But I definitely feel like he's going to have to run this one out. Selby, actually, this works out with Selby. Selby going down onto pit road with some other cars. This should be... it gives a group of them together. Thrash is on pit road, so Thrash coming down on pit road. No black flag this time, right? He got a black flag. No. And he just all F4. So Shame Thrash, Mark Thrash, going to be out of this one. He got another penalty on the pit road. I'm assuming it was speeding. Mark's out there in the chat. I'm sure he'll tell me. As Lovelace has taken the lead away from Best. That was a little bit of what I'm talking about, but this could be some team strategy. Playing a little strategy. You lead, I lead. Maybe a little bit of gas saving as Asher is trying to close in on these guys. Claude might be a couple laps down, but I'll tell you what, he has held strong with the leaders since those tires. So this could be interesting if he can find a way to get back on the lead lap. He is 2 laps down though, so he's going to need a lot of help to get there. I think he is. No, he isn't the first car 1 lap down because Selby, Burt, and McConnell have all hit pit road. I am really curious on how this is going to play out for Selby, Burt, and McConnell. We know for a fact they can run 40 laps. These guys don't have to pit up front. If they pitted on lap 60 or after, so nobody in the top 6 has to pit. Nobody. Gavin's going to be borderline. He is 42 laps. Jared Jones and Shane Haas all should be good. It's going to be interesting to see how this one pans out for these guys that have hit pit road. Again, Noah Carter on pit road right now in the number 83. But these two can go the rest of the way. No doubt in my mind. Asher can go to the rest of the way. Carter coming down off of pit road. Well, coming off of pit road. I don't know if down off of pit road would be the right expression. Let's see. I'm kind of trying to take a look. Yeah, they took 4 tires. Huh. All right, so Lovelace continues to lead. Matt Best in second, Asher in third, Thomas in fourth, Derek in fifth. Good run for him. He was at the back of the pack early on. He has made his way up into the top 5. Derek Vance in that number 19 machine. Scott Fritz, good run for him. Currently 6th. Gavin in 7th. Jared Jones and Shane Haas battling for that number 8 spot right now out on the track. I don't know if that strategy by Selby, Burt, and McConnell and Carter is going to work out for those guys. I just don't see how it's going to work out, but we'll find out as they head through turn at number 1 and 2. 19 laps to go. Riley is catching Jared, so we could have a battle there for the number 14 spot. That could get interesting too. I think he is. Oh, no, he's not. He's 6 seconds back. All right, so right now it is staying clean and green. 18 laps to go. Top 2 still nose to tail. Asher trying to catch him. I think Asher's pushing it hard right now. Asher trying to catch him. He might not have enough time. He is 1.2 seconds back. Lap times are he's only a tenth a second quicker, and you know he's got to be pushing it to do it. Those guys able to work together a little bit up at the front, not really pushing it hard, but Asher is closing it. I just don't know if it's enough and how much he is using up those tires as they come across the line. 17 laps to go. I mean, he'll catch him. He'll catch him with 17 laps to go if he continues to roll it at the pace he is right now, but I just don't know. All right, so listening to a little strategy, we got Jones and Shane nose to tail, or yeah, Jones asking Shane if he's going to make it on gas. Shane having to clutch it a little bit. So gas is still close. The leaders battling it out. Matt Best looking for the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Lovelace is going to fall in line. No, he's going to fight back on the outside. This is going to be good for Asher as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. These guys side by side is definitely going to be huge for the number 8 machine. Both of these guys super competitive with each other, and they might be teammates, but definitely competitive up at the front as they come across the line. Lovelace going to lead that time by. Matt Best down low, going to grab a little bit of side draft as they head into turn number 1. Grabbed a little bit on the straightaway there, still side by side. Asher definitely starting to close the gap, only 9/10 of a second back as they come out of turn number 2. Lovelace going to fall back in line. I'll tell you what, they were racing side by side, and they did not give up a lot of time. Did not give up a lot of time. These guys running a ton quicker than everybody else, but totally different strategy. That is definitely disappointing that those guys are... I mean, if they get a caution, they're going to have to take the wave around. They're not even going to be able to pit. Selby will get the wave around. But everybody else is going to have to stay and wave around. Well, that isn't in this series. I don't think that works in this series. So they're going to be stuck 1 lap down. Selby will get the wave around. Looks like Gavin coming down onto pit road. So Gavin on pit road in that number 60. So Gavin coming down on pit road. He's going to go ahead and get some tires. Let's see if he takes 2 or 4. He goes 1 lap down as these guys roll through. He might be just taking gas. He just took gas. He didn't even take tires. So Gavin with a gas and go down onto pit road. All right, so now they got me wondering if they have enough gas. I can't see where they wouldn't. They went 40 laps already. So they have to have enough gas to make it the rest of the way, right? I mean, I don't know. It is getting darker. The track is fast. The fall off doesn't seem as bad as it was earlier on. So maybe that extra speed could be hurting the gas mileage here. Nose to tail for these top two. Asher still sitting. Asher's lost ground once again. Starting to fall back 0.2 of a second quicker. I think he just pushed it hard. He knew that was his only chance. He might be sitting back and saving gas if it is close. If the gas mileage has gone down, he could be sitting back, saving a little bit of gas in that number 8, trying to make it the rest of the way. And these guys, they've been pushing a pretty good pace here tonight. If gas is close, these guys might not have enough gas. 11 laps to go. They're going to swap positions. I think they're trying to pull and work that draft just a little bit. Lovelace now to the point. Matt Best in second. Asher not able to take advantage and gain any on them through that swap for the top two. As they are going to get 10 to go at the line. 10 laps to go. So I'm curious what is going to happen here. And I'll tell you, Jared getting off cycle, I don't know if he got a black flag or what. He has a fast car here tonight. He could have been up battling for the win here tonight too. He has definitely showed the pace. As these guys stayed nose to tail into turn number 3 and 4. Will they survive? Will they make it to the end? That is going to be the question. All right, so Riley Green and now down onto pit road. He's going to go down and get some fresh tires. Top two staying nose to tail. Going to be 8 laps to go as they come to the line. Fuel. That is what I've heard here tonight. That could play a factor. Could somebody run out of gas and bring out the caution and change everything here tonight? That could be another factor. Matt Best pitted before everybody else. He could be a little bit closer on gas than Lovelace. That could play a factor here. Let's see. Shane Haas also pitted the same lap. He was talking about clutching a little bit and saving. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. These lap times definitely have been quicker on this run since the sun came down. Let's jump on board with Matt Best as he is looking to pass his teammate Lovelace to the outside as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn to number 3. Being so easy on that throttle right now. Tires are tired. They're tired. Gas is close. Lovelace going to grab the wall right there. Able to keep it straight. Matt's going to go down low as they come across the line. 6 laps to go as they are going to start to battle it out. And Asher slowly creeping back up into the fray. Only 7.5 tenths behind as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Matt Best going to go back to the point as they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Now can Asher turn up the wick enough to close in on these top 2? He gained 0.3 of a second last time. As they head into turn at number 3 and 4. They got single file again. Does not look like he is gaining at that same rate. Let's take a look at the lap times as they come across the line. Asher and Matt Best basically matching each other's times. Lovelace a little bit slower. Asher sends it in hard into turn number 1 and 2, able to gain 0.6 of a second now behind through 1 and 2. That looks like where Asher seems to be really strong here tonight is in turn number 1 and 2. So gaining 1/10 in turn number 1 and 2. He's going to push it into 3 and 4. And I'll tell you what, the more he closes in on these guys, the more they're going to push it. If they're close on fuel too, he's going to cause them to use more as they come across the line. We got 4 laps to go. And I'll tell you what, Asher is only half a second back, and he is starting to sniff that draft. It won't be long, and Asher will know what Lovelace had for dinner as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Closing the gap now only 0.4 of a second back. Asher has definitely picked up the wick. These guys turned up the wick. These guys have to be nervous at this point. This is where Asher is so good, closing these long run races. He's so good with his tire management. He's so good with his strategy. He is closing in turn number 3 and 4, only 3.5 tenths of a second back as they come across the line, and we got 3 laps to go. Asher is there. He's going to set it into turn number 1 and 2. We got a 3-horse battle through turn number 1 and 2. Matt Best leads the way. Down the back straightaway, Lovelace in that number 2 spot. Asher in the number 3 position, down into turn number 3 and 4. They're going to get 2 to go this time by. Asher going to send it in deep, tries to close that gap, bringing it within 0.2 of a second of Lovelace as they come out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Matt Best trying to shake that draft as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Asher going to put the pressure on Lovelace. He's going to hold it up a little bit higher. He's got the run through turn number 1 and 2 to the outside of Lovelace out of turn 2. No, he can't stick it there. Lovelace going to close the door. Here comes Asher back to the bottom. Asher going to grab the draft of Matt Best down the back straightaway into turn at number 3. Asher going to complete the pass as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, this is getting interesting as they come through turn number 3 and 4. He might be too far back to do anything. We'll see how hard he can send it into turn number 1. Tries to close in on the draft of the number 6. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Brought to you by John's mom as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Matt Best leads the way. Asher going to send it in hard. He's 0.2 of a second back. He's got 1 more turn to make a difference. He's going to try to suck up on that draft down the back straightaway. He is closing that gap. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Matt Best to the bottom. Asher to the top. Can Asher get the momentum out of turn number 4? Coming to the checkered flag. It is going to be out of turn 4, checkered flag in the air. Give that W to Matt Best. Asher's going to be in second. Lovelace in third. How about Derek Vance going to bring it out of turn number 4? Gets the wall. No, he's not going to get it. It's a drag race. He gets it. He almost stepped on the dick. Derek in fourth. Thomas Wyatt, Scott Fritz. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. Scott Fritz going to bring it home in the number 6 spot. Jared Jones and Shane Haas battling for the number 7 and 8 spot. Shane is going to stay behind Jared. Jared's going to take that number 7 spot. Shane Haas in 8th. Selby, Jonathan Burt, Daniel McConnell, Noah Carter, and Gavin, your top 13. Jared Claude, Riley Green, Mark Thrash, Micah Hutton, and Connor McGowan. I just went through it, but I will show it to you up on the screen as Matt Best takes that W here tonight. He's going to do a couple donuts. As Matt Best is going to go ahead and celebrate a little bit. We're going to go ahead and slow that down. There's Jonathan coming to photobomb him. And we are going to bring in that top 3. I still can't pull anybody. I still can't pull anybody, so I'm coming down to you guys.
We got to get with John on that. He's failed you.
John, you failed me. All right, good racing out there tonight. Once we got past those hiccups early on, long green flag runs. Lovelace, man, hard fought battle with you, Asher, and Matt. Matt was so good tonight, and kind of hard to beat. And Asher sneaking up on you guys late, but you got to be happy with that 0-0 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the fight. I kind of knew, knowing those two, I was the third wheel up there. Like I had pace. I could run up there with them for a bit, but they had me on tires all the way. I was just hanging on for dear life. So, I mean, you can ask Matt. I had to fight like hell just to get a single lap led there at the beginning. It's they did not make it easy at all. I was thinking we were about safe from Asher, but he just saved and saved while we were going at it, and yeah, he came back, and I made the decision there that I'd rather he go and fight Matt and see if they got together, got each other slowed down or loose or whatever. That was basically my last shot there, so I let him on by and hope for the best. But I mean, it's so hard to race against these guys. They do not give you anything easy here. So very fun time though.
Definitely not easy, especially up there in the front. Good hard battles out there tonight. I'm going to make this one kind of short because I'm tired. Why don't we give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, of course, I got to shout out Matt for the awesome win, Asher for his great job beating my ass there at the end. Texas Speed, of course, all of our guys coming out and running. John and Matt for putting this on, putting it all together and keeping this league going. And you for putting on the show. Everybody for coming out and racing with us. And John's mom, of course.
Always got to thank John's mom. Asher, man, you got caught behind on pit stops there. You caught the wall, kind of set you behind those guys. Got those pit stops done and through, and you were gaining on them, and then all of a sudden you stopped. I thought you ran out of tires. It looks like you saved some tire. Man, that run at the end there, trying to reel those guys in, that was a heck of a run. Did you think you went too late?
Well, I wasn't really saving. I was just running the bottom. I was running the top. I feel like I was gaining on them, but then my fuel was getting worse. Like I was really close on fuel. They were good. I bet they were good on fuel because they kept on swapping. So they were in the draft. And I was just by myself, basically. So fuel mileage for me was way worse than them, probably. And I just kind of ran the bottom and just sat there. And all of a sudden, I was catching them like 10th. And then, I was there. Which I didn't have that bad of a pit stop. Took it way too easy. And I think that probably made the difference right there.
We've seen some people making mistakes coming onto pit road. It looked a little treacherous. I think Mark got nailed by 2 black flags and finally all F Ford. I mean, was that kind of your strategy coming in and trying not to take pit road too hard? Didn't want to make that mistake that would take you out of the opportunity to win?
Yeah, when I was practicing, I think I tried 2 times and I sped both of them. So when I went into this pit stop, it probably, if this was my second one, probably I might be good. But that was our only pit stop, Gunflag pit stop, and it was the final one. So, but yeah.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors, including your favorite sim racing team.
Yeah. Thank you to Texas Speed Sim Racing for sponsoring me. It's allowed me to race and stuff, and it's been a blast. I am excited for next week at Dover. I'm glad that officials are ending here this week, so now I get to do some extra practice.
Well, great run.
And John's mom. John's mom.
Oh, always got to thank John's mom. John's mom said, "Great race, guys. Go Texas Speed." And Moody said, "Congratulations, Matt. Matt, what a win here tonight. They did not make it easy for you. Lovelace putting the pressure on you. And, you always got to worry about Asher, especially with those long green flag runs?
Yeah, me and Zach were kind of, I guess, we were leapfrogging, but anytime you come into a move, I kind of just back off because I pit a lap earlier than them. So it was tight at the line. I think I finished with 0.7 laps left on fuel. So anytime he wanted to go ahead and take the lead, I kind of just let him and I rode around in the draft for a little bit. Allowed me to save some tires. And then towards the end, whenever I get in front, I'd kind of lift and coast a little bit. I was trying to bring Asher back into the fight so I could get those two going back at it. Same thing as Zach was hoping for, so maybe they get into it and then I could just kind of coast to the end, but didn't quite work out that way, but it still ended up good. Yeah, I mean it was overall good result. Obviously, you can't be upset with P1, especially after last week.
Yeah, last week was definitely not the way that you wanted it to go, and I know you were super excited about this league, so definitely not the way you wanted it to start. But I'll tell you what, you guys go in, and Asher's a ways back with like 10 laps to go. Did you think he might have been too far out of it, and were you surprised to see him at the end there?
I don't think I'm ever surprised to see Asher at the end. He's phenomenal on the long runs. He's got obviously qualified on pole tonight, so he's got tremendous one lap pace as well. He's just a complete driver really. So no, I don't think I was really surprised to see him at the end, but I did try to bring him back into the fight a little bit so I could have him and Zach go at it, so I could focus on saving fuel.
Yeah, Zach was definitely hounding you. It was kind of fun to watch. And there was a fine line. You didn't want to run the high side, and running the high side definitely uses those tires up more. And when you guys are running side by side, that's kind of how it happens, and it does bring other people into it. So I get where that strategy was.
Yeah, I mean, if you run one lane up, you can definitely get to a much better run if you're side by side. I mean, I think I did that quite a few times actually to Zach and Asher before that green flag pit stop, just to try to get them to use a little bit more tire. Get on throttle and rotating the car a little bit. But all in all, it worked out pretty well, I think.
Well, great run. Dover next week should be interesting, especially with tire strategy. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
First and foremost, Zach, Asher, thanks for running up with me. It was fun. Good battles, clean battles. Asher, thanks for not killing me when you hit the wall there. I saw you, it happened last night in official. Guy bounced off the wall instead of lifting. He hit me, you lifted, so appreciate that. The rest of the Texas Speed guys for running with us. John for organizing everything. You putting on a great broadcast per usual. Obviously last but not least, but John's mom.
Great run, guys. Thanks for putting on a show, and I will see you guys in a little bit.
Thanks, James.
No problem. All right, great run here tonight, guys. That is going to be it for me. Appreciate you guys coming out. As always, we will be back to Thursday with a little bit of wood action about 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sure you'll see a lot of these same guys there, so you don't want to miss that. Haven't decided the car track combo. Might be Indy at Talladega again. A lot of people like that one, have been requesting it. We'll find out. But thanks for coming out, everybody. Until next time, be safe.